Eddie Hearn responds to Francis Ngannou's claims of being sabotaged during the Anthony Joshua fight. He goes on to say that, it's disappointing. And he said that he keeps talking about they made him show up and they made him do this. And Eddie Hearn says, who is they? He says, at the end of the day, the option is up to you. He said that there's times that they're called in early, around 10, but they don't fight till about 11 or 1 o'clock. So they show up an hour before. He said, at the end of the day, it's on you when you decide to show up. He says the organizer has an ideal time that he thinks that you should show up, and when you're scheduled to fight. Most fighters show up 3 hours early. Some don't show up an hour till before. He said the option is up to you. But making excuses like this is disappointing. And I think it takes away from credit that he's already been given. If you ask me, once again, I said there's no reason to produce an excuse, because at the end of the day, you're trying to act like people didn't see Anthony Joshua training his ass off. We could tell that Anthony Joshua was improving. We can tell that Anthony Joshua was hitting harder. We can tell that Anthony Joshua was focused. You mean to tell me nothing of what Anthony Joshua did on his end played a role of you going to the shadow realm? If you had to show up early, you felt sleepy, and you never recovered from the first knockout. At what point do you get to count in Anthony Joshua on the outcome of you laying on the canvas? That's all that I'm saying. Because you can't throw all that up there and at the end of the day not say, I underestimate Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua hits hard. There is levels to this. Maybe I went in thinking kind of cocky because of what I did to Tyson Fury. Maybe I didn't protect myself like I was supposed to. Maybe I should have got a boxing coach instead of an MMA coach. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, primarily. But to say that what Anthony Joshua did on his end, as far as his training, as far as him seeking out Ben Davison, as far as Ben Davison working with him in his style and teaching him to use his natural attributes, to not count into all that and still say that is very disingenuous. It's just better if you just own up and take up to it, because what happened to you was supposed to happen to you. Because like I said before, there is levels to this at the end of the day. But it's nothing that you gotta, who's respected, who are you capping for at the end of the day? You could say what you want, but this is the sport that paid you as a champion how you were supposed to get paid in MMA. Never forget that. And you're welcome to stay, and you're welcome to prove some more and earn some more money, But no need to make no excuses or something like that. It's no different from Deontay Wilder saying, oh, well, that ring walk took my legs out and they were weak and all this other stuff. And then it went from that to the coach, to the water bottle, to this, to that, to this, that. I'm just saying, in this era, we're tired of the excuses, because had you won, we wouldn't have heard nothing about you being sleepy. Had Tyson Fury not landed on his ass, we wouldn't have heard nothing about him not sleeping for 2 days. Whose fault is that? So once again, Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou both took a loss. At the end of the day, if you ain't sleep for 2 days, whose fault is that? Okay? And if you showed up early and got tired in the meantime, in between time, whose fault is that? You can't blame somebody else for your own actions at the end of the day. It's just distasteful. And, you can lose gracefully, but he's messing up the gracefully part by even saying this. I think he should just get a man his props. Understand you was in there with an elite boxer. Understand there's levels to this. Pack it up and call it a day. Improve and move on. There's nothing more else to say. Not at all. But anyways, that's my thoughts on this. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce, man, I'm out.